Yay, I'm live. Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Jeanette Collins, and you're at Stampin' to Connect. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today I am working with Dainty Delight, which is a really neat set because it has its own paper, and we always love that. And the paper is free, so I can tell you how to get that in a little bit. First of all, I want to show you the stamp set that I'm going to be using, and we're going to go straight to the mini catalog. So I'm going to put you down right away. Don't want to make this too long. And let me get that banner off because it is very, very long. There we go. I think that's good. And I do have my comments up, so you can say hello for me. All right. Okay. And I'm live on Facebook and on YouTube. So please say hello and let me know where you're from. Hi, Colleen. Yay, I've got somebody in. It always feels good. All right. Today I'm working with Dainty Delight. And in our mini catalog, oh, I got to put you down. Said I was going to do that, and then I didn't. Okay, this is our spring. I call it spring. Everybody calls it winter, but you know, when you hit March and April here in Texas, it's spring. So anyhow, Dainty Delight is in this brand new mini catalog that went live in January, and the stamp set can be found on page 55. I'm gonna grab my glasses. On page 55, and I purchased the bundle. So that includes the, if you could maybe bring you in just a little more, that includes the bundle. So that includes the stamp set and all these dies, and they are awesome. 16 dies, and this is what the stamp set looks like, but I'm going to show you that in a minute. Now, here's some samples in our in this mini catalog. I think these are 3 right here. And I do look at the samples that the designers have done and try to incorporate that into my card making, because we like to copy everybody. That's what case means. Copy, copy, copy. It's copy and share. It used to be everything, but I've heard people say it a little differently. Okay, here's our little SALE A BRATION brochure, and this only goes through the end of February. This is free stuff. So for every $50 increment that you spend, you can get free stuff. And today we're going to be playing with this paper. It is called Dainty Flowers, and it goes with the stamp set and dies. So I said in my introduction that I might do a second one. And if I do, I was looking at this one right here. And, you know, I don't know. It's always hard to do it on camera, but I just might try. We'll see how much time I take to make my card. Okay, the paper. If you haven't seen the paper, let me back up just a little bit. I have to show you because it is gorgeous. And guys, it's free. Okay, all the little flowers, and on the back you have these watercolor splotches, which I love too. And I've been using a lot of the watercolor for this pattern because you get 2 sheets of every one. So that's one. And then the next one is this. Everybody loves these kinds because you can just cut it in half and make beautiful pattern cards, instant cards, and that's the back of it. Everybody likes this one. Now today's card, I am actually using this center part. What I did is when I cut it out, I just sliced it all the way above those ovals, and then I cut it in half, so I have 2 designs to work with. So that's what I'm doing. Now this one also has the watercolor, but you know, unless you get tired of using your ovals, which I don't think anybody will, but look at that watercolor paper. It's just so pretty. Or yeah, if you just get tired of it, which I can't imagine. And here is our fresh freesia and our little greeneries. So that's pretty. Now this is a softer, this has kind of got a lavender background to me. And then we have the starry sky on the back. So those are beautiful. They complement several of these papers, as you can see here. Like if I were to put it up against this one, you've got that starry sky in the design, which is so cool. Okay, here's the next page, and it's just more white. And then on the back, you've got these little white looking, I don't know. But anyway, they're pretty on that blushing bride. And that is it. So I wanted to show you, because this is my first time using the Dainty Delight set. So I didn't want to miss that. Now I have to show you something. When I made some cards, I know I love it too. When I made some cards, this is me playing around. Okay. So I took, again, one of those watercolor pieces, and I said, I'm just going to stamp 3 of the stamps, and the stamps are right here. Okay. So right there. I figured, well, I'll just stamp, take each of these small ones and stamp it in here, different color. So I did that. Well, then I put the little branch here and put the little flowers on it, and all look good. And then I said, it's got this sending love during the season of growth. So I'm like, I'm going to put that at the bottom here. And I stamped it once, and it was so bad, so crooked and everything. I'm like, ugh. So I couldn't take it off. I didn't want to cover it because of that color there. So then I just kept stamping it. And so it looks like a hot mess, but I'll send it to someone who can appreciate a hot mess. So that's one of my first cards I did, just practicing and playing. And here's another one. See, I took that same paper, but this time I said, I'm not going to put 3 flowers. I just put 1. And because it had those rich raspberry spots, I used rich raspberry on that. Again, using this little bitty stamp, and then sending love during the season of growth, and then put it on the inside. It's so cute. And here's another one that looks like a hot mess, but hey, got to work, got to try. So again, watercolor paper side, I die cut those things, put it out, put thank you for your kindness. And I don't know what I did. I stamped here, I stamped the green 3 times, and then I said, oh, I need some more raspberries. So I just stamped it a bunch. It looks like a hot mess, but okay. It was fun. And there's that on the inside. And my very last one that I actually like this one. Again, on the watercolor paper, I put, this is Magenta Madness paper, I think. But I actually stamped it real lightly in that green, a bright green. I can't even remember the name of it. I think garden green. And then I took my ink pads, and with my little watercolor, I stuck it in there, and I just kind of put the watercolor all over, colored it in. But it's not like perfect or anything. It's kind of like, what you would see somebody that knows what they're doing do. So anyway, I thought it turned out cute. Pretty, nothing on the inside. Okay, so let's get to today's card. I want to show you what it looks like. Okay, this is it. I think it's pretty because it uses that long piece that I showed you on that big sheet, and it uses the starry sky. I did die cut and use the greenery and the blushing bride as my base. And thank you, Colleen. And the inside, I also like it. So, just thank you for your kindness. I think this set is so pretty. So we're going to do that one. All right. So I have, see if I can get my little notes here. The starry sky. And it's like, where's the rest of the stuff? Okay. I put it all in the envelope. I'm starting to feel a little more professional getting these done. Don't laugh at me. It takes a lot of work to learn how to do these things. Okay. And of course, our leader does it so easily. Okay, here's my pieces. Okay, let's see. Okay, here's that's piece that it's actually too long, so I will be cutting it. Okay, so I have that one. Here's my blue. Here's a white piece. This is for, I believe, the hello. I think I have on the front. I don't know if I have anything on the front. And then this will be for the inside of this card. And then I have die cut my little designs, the dies. You guys, they're beautiful. It cuts out all the flowers, all, you know, the outline of all the big flowers. There's a big one here that I'm using. But then, I mean, I had to watch somebody else and like, what do you do with these? But anyway, I figured it out. So it's neat. It's called Dainty Delight Dies. So that makes it nice. Yeah. Okay, so we have that little branch, and then I have my little flowers that will just glue right on. So that's everything. This is just an A2 size card base. You know how we do it. 8.5, 4 1/4 by 5.5. So that's that. Now where do I start? I guess I'll start by putting my front layers on. Get this out of the way, that out of the way. We'll put the front layers on. Now this is too long and I want to leave a little edge. So when you're making the decision with this, it's like, well, do you want to cut it real close to that flower and get a couple more of these? And it's really just up to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay it in here just like that with the glue. And then this one should be exactly right. But you know what? Look at it. I bumped it there and it's not, because I want this little 1/16 of an inch all the way around actually. And I believe that's what I did with the blue. 1/16, or yeah, it's maybe even a little less. Okay, I don't want to necessarily cut this side. I can, let's see. All right, let me get my cutter. And we'll cut this down. Let me zoom out a little. Oops, zoom out. Zoom out goes the other way. Oh, come on. Yay. All right. So I guess I will. I'm going to cut this one side where I can get real close to that green leaf. Can you see that? And set up my, oh, look at that. It's at the, I'm at the 2-inch mark. Okay. So that's kind of neat. Oh, I need to go a little out, over. Okay. There. So I just cut that much off, but see how when I'm where I was cutting, I didn't cut off that little leaf, and yet this is still pretty close. So I think I'm going to leave it there, and then I think I'm going to glue it on first, not cut any more off the top and bottom until I get it on. Okay, so bone folder we use to make this stay down. Celebration. I am a glue girl. I love glue because number one, it goes farther. So it's, to me, it's more economical. I was a scrapbooker, so I have a big gun that I always used. And when I use it, I would prefer to use that when I'm using that big gun. But, you know, for cards and stuff, I just use the glue. And actually, you see how when I started with the glue, I kind of got a big glob. I found that when you hold the paper up in the air and then kind of rub it, you can get some really, really tiny, look at that. Look how thin I can get it. So I just discovered that just by doing. Okay, here we go. I'm going to lay this down. Okay. And then after I get the other part on, actually, I want to leave this up just a little in case I need to stick some of that blue under there. Let me go ahead and put the glue on the back of this one. I could have done it the other way around. It would have been easier. And turn it. I can get really, really thin. So yes, glue goes a long way. But adhesive tape is awesome. But you know, you're forever running out of it to me. Oh, shoot. I'm glad you caught me because I normally don't do anything on Saturday. But again, I haven't been on in quite a while. So I just had to suck it up and say, okay, I wasn't ready last night or yesterday afternoon. So I said, you know what? I don't think anybody's going to tell me you haven't been on in a long time. Unless it's Christina. Yeah, she does. She does such a good job. You know, when she was really, before she got to gold level, I told her, I said, you know, it makes me want to sing that song. I want to be like you. But she works really hard for that. Okay, this went all the way to the top. And I was thinking, okay, I got a little boo-boo, but that's okay. I'm going to keep going. Now I want to put my little trellis of leaves, and I'm going to put it as much as I can. And I'm just going to glue this middle part because I don't mind the way they pop up like this. I don't know if you can see it, how they're popping up. I kind of like that dimension. So I'm going to glue mostly here in the middle. I might, you know, touch one of these other like just a few leaves. I don't want to like really get them stuck down. I think that's good. The main thing is the very top that you kind of want it to flutter. It goes right here. Oh, I forgot to tell you the measurements. Oh, yeah. Well, I made up a PDF, and I am going to put it on my blog. So, like I said, I haven't been here for a while. So, yeah, it does feel kind of nerve-wracking. Okay, this is what I put. For this one, it's 2 1/8, which it's probably 2 1/8, and it's across. And the right one is 1 7/8. And then I had both of the links to be 5 3/8, but I put it down doing it a different way. So, and my inside of my card, let's get these other little things on. These little flowers that I already die cut. Now this one flower is to be looking up. I mean, it's like the daisy here. I'm going to pull this down again. Get closer. So it's like the little daisy where the bloom is looking up. Put that one there. Oh, and it helps if you die cut a bunch of these in different colors. I did them in the Blushing Bride and the Crushed Curry, or you can use Daffodil Delight, either one, because they all look good. And that's how these are going to go. I want to do it little, yeah, like they're close enough. And this one down at the bottom, again with the glue, just on the center. I'm also not real heavy with dimensionals, actually. They are in the Dainty bundle. That is correct. It's part of the dies. Yeah, so that's what I did when I ordered this. Yeah, see that's the little die right there. There's bunch. So, and there's that one. All the different little flowers. I had a hard time figuring out what this one was. And, oh, another one over here. I had it over here. This one. But I realized it's a flower top that you just put on a stem. So, anyhow. Yeah, I like getting the bundles if I can. But there's one in the catalog that I don't think I'm going to buy the bundle. I'm just going to buy the dies. And I know which one it is. You know that dark flower paper in the catalog? And not the catalog, in the celebration? I'll show you. I think I can get by. This paper right here, I think I'm only going to buy the dies because what I've seen people doing is, of course, they cut out the paper, but it even makes it even makes like a little black outline because the background of the flowers are black. So I think I'm just going to get that because I don't think I'm going to get tons and tons of this paper, you know. So that's what I'm going to do. Because, oh my gosh, it does run up, doesn't it? I know, they are so beautiful. I mean, the papers, all the Stampin' Up! Papers are so pretty. Okay, get this guy on there. And I like to put it like, see where the little branch has a little thing and that they kind of come together. So that's where I'm putting this one. Maybe bring it down, pick it up, fluff it up. Okay, now I need the little brown dots. Now, I have, let's see, this is my pink. I have this espresso cardstock, and I want to go ahead and cut out the little dots for that. And I don't know, okay, so in here, that's these little guys. Okay, so it's going to cut out 4 and I only need 3, so that's good. Just put it down and I am going to use my little mini. I have the white little mini. Let me zoom out. I have the little white mini and I do love it. And I keep all my little, what are these called? Platform things inside this little plastic bag. There it is. There's plenty of room for them. And I bought a bunch of these on Amazon. So like when I'm working on a project, that's what I use, like to put the small things in, because, you know, you're always like, what if I, you know, you don't want them to fall out. Okay, I don't need these 2, but we do need this one and this one. And I'm going to put my one little die. Okay. Oh, stay in there. Ta-da, and roll it back. That's how I do it every time. And it's got 4 littles. Oh, there they are. Let me get these put away so I can find them. And put this away. Okay. Oh, missed a plate. I'll put it right next to the thing. Okay, let's see. This is done. So now I need my little pokey tool. This is my pokey tool. I really like it too because it can adjust. Okay, poke these out. Yep, there they are. Put that back in my bucket. Hey, Colleen, I want to show you something else I got that is working just fabulously on my desk. I don't know if I can bring it out. Oh, let me put me in front again. Hang on. I'm looking down. Look at this little thing. Have you seen these? This is like it's got these little flower holes. I don't know how to describe it, but I found this at Walmart. $5. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have got to get that and, you know, put them on like both of my desk. Isn't that the neatest thing? I wish I wanted to. So look, it's holding, but see how the front, they're like little flowers and you stick the ends and they hold your pins and, you know, see, just, I don't know how to show you. There. $5. I was walking like toward the makeup stuff, and it was like hanging on one of those tabs, like you would buy fly swatters or something. So yeah, that's really neat for $5. Good little tool. Okay, let me go back to this. Okay, good. We're putting the little dots on. Okay, I think I don't know. I think what I need to do is pick these up with the scissors, now this is the one that is kind of got a curve on the bottom, or it's flat on the bottom. So that one will go here on this one. So and here's my other little neat thing I got. Keeps my glue the right way, keeps it flowing. These little things, there's a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that makes them, and I mean, she charges like $4. It's like really worth it. Fun. Okay, there's that one. So do you still scrapbook? Because I have not since we moved to the Austin area, because it's all packed away. I mean, some of my stuff is in the drawers and stuff, like all my stickers and all that stuff. But no, it's too hard. I've got I've got photos galore, which I did a photo class, so I've got them in storage in a good way. They all are organized at least by decade. So, okay, put that in there. So that's the front, and of course, just the jewels. And now just doing the inside. I want to stamp on this first. So I'm going to put this here, and we're going to stamp I'm going to lay it all the way to the edge, and I'm going to stamp the big stamp. I believe that's the one I prepared for. I don't know where I put my hello. I don't see it. Oh, there's my hello. Okay, we'll do that too. Okay, I used Starry Sky for the inside. And what I'm going to do is move this off, but I want to be thinking about that 1/2 inch. So even on my grid, you can tell that it's between the two. So I want to put the very edge of this kind of inside, just a little bit inside that edge, but let the rest of it fall out. This one you won't have to write very much. Okay. That looks good enough. Pull it down a little bit, and right there. Ta-da! That's very pretty. Okay. And now I can put this on. See, so it will cover. When I did it, the first time I did it, I already had this on and it stamped, but it didn't get that edge very well. So I gotta remember. Oh, I'm gonna need this. I'll stamp the other things. Now I want to stamp the greeting, which is, I've chosen "Thank you for your kindness." Okay. Just kind of put it over here to the right. I think I can get it in there. Oops, little mess. That's because I kind of rocked it when I picked it up. But that's okay. I have a sand eraser. I can get that off with. That mono eraser I use. Boy, the wind is howling. That's where I was born and raised, in Austin. Wow. Well, I was born and raised, I think they call it 60 miles from Austin, in a small town called Gonzales, where the come and take it is actually real. It's So you probably know where that is. Wow. So did y'all live in the central of the city? Because back then it was so nice, quaint, or on the lake. And I had lived here before too. I was teaching in Pflugerville when I met my husband. Okay. I didn't know you moved to Austin. Yeah. Yeah, I was in Tulsa and then came back to Texas because we are Texans. And my husband said he really wanted to be here, before he retires. He still got, wants to work several more years, but the job came open and we came. The only problem is we came when everything is so expensive. Oh, South. Yes, South Austin. I definitely know Barton Springs. Oh, I used to go to that Chewy's. That was the original Chewy's, Barton Springs Road. And then I used to go down to the bridge, the Congress Bridge, and park my car down there and run my 4 or 5 miles or whatever. Crazy things I did. It's like, what in the world? Now I can barely walk a mile. Okay, now my little hello, I'm putting on this piece of paper and I'm putting it really close to the bottom. There it is. Oh, this hello, by the way, I love this little hello. And it's from the Forever Fern. This is absolutely my favorite of all time. So, yeah. I don't know how people can get rid of their stamps. That just seems, I walk on town like, yep. That's what we used to do. My girlfriends and I, we would meet there on Congress Bridge and then go walk Town Lake, which is now Lady Bird Lake. I think that's what they call it. And yeah, it's quite fun. I haven't been down there since we moved back. I have to keep telling my husband I need to go, but I don't want to go by myself. This is different now. Okay. My little hello is going to go here. And let me see. Nope. Maybe I did. I'm just going to glue it straight down. It could go up because this is bumpy already. Let me get my dimensionals. Yep, I can use these little ones. Just one whole line. Oh, for sure. I told my husband, in my opinion, Austin is much dirtier than it used to be. Because it used to be a lovely town. I worked, in a regular business. And then I found my teaching job and did that for several years in Pflugerville. And back when Pflugerville only had one high school. I think they now have 5. Okay. I'm going to put it down here by just kind of in the center, close to the center. And the bling I have to use is this iridescent rhinestones, which I love them. Almost done. How long have I been going? Let's see. I don't know if I can see the time. 34. Okay. Well, let's see. Let me do this. See if you can see me. There. Get these little blings on. And I like these because they're iridescent. So they pull whatever color is in your design. Large. Medium. I'm going to do another medium. maybe a medium here. Nope, it's got to be a, I like to put them pretty close to something so they don't get lost on the card. So there it is. I think it's so pretty because this is pretty already. And I guess it really didn't matter that I didn't cut off that little edge. And then the inside. There you go. Isn't that pretty? Just that stamp is so clean. Oh, there's another one. I have a stamped set ready to do. I was going to do it today because it's part of the catalog. I'm going to show you, and then I think I'm going to wait and do it tomorrow. So you won't. I know I don't watch videos that are much over 30 minutes. Okay. I am going to do this one. And well, just go into your catalog and look. I was looking at it, and it's like, how did they do the stamping on that? And then I saw that they had this little thing on the side as an example. But anyway, look really close at it. And that's the one. I think I'm going to try to do it tomorrow. But if not, I'll let you know. Okay. So that's all for me today. We've got our Dainty Delight and our pretty card done. And yeah, that's all, folks, huh? So thank you for being here. It always makes me feel good to have somebody in the room. And I will let you know on my Facebook page if I'm going to do that other card tomorrow. So I've got the things ready, so I think I can do it. All right. Y'all have a good afternoon, good Saturday afternoon. Thanks. Bye. Stop.